Hi, this is Andrew from Turnsounds, and strangers are just future friends.
Dangerous information. Do this with me. Say Andrew.
Andrew.
Ah, beautiful. What a lovely name.
Okay. Did I?
Every time I hear Andrew.
Andrew. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's nice either way. We'll ask Andrew's mum.
Yeah, maybe.
Droid is ready.
Hello there.
No droid.
That R2 unit is in prime condition.
No, thank you.
I'm with the droid on this one.
Wow, real Astro Droid.
Congratulations.
How good does the probe droid sound with
Oh,
Man.
it's good.
Okay.
The whole
Good.
intro.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hello there. Welcome to Astromech. This is the Star Wars show that we run so that our fathers will love us. Maybe one day. But until then,
Okay.
I'm your host.
There's a lot to unpack in that comment.
Isaac
Right.
Mike Anthony. You know me as Admiral Isaac Barr. With you till the very end.
Yeah.
Joined here by Andrew.
Hello, Andrew D2 this week. Your friendly neighbourhood Astromech.
Long time no see.
Yes, it's been some time. I was away, and now I have returned.
Anyway,
That's
Liam is here.
I am also here. Yes, I'm going with Darth Liam today.
Darth.
Oh, I like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I like
OG.
There is a darker thread on you.
Yeah, I was going to say you're
Exactly.
you've got that kind of vibe going on there.
I'm feeling
at the
it.
moment.
I'm
Yeah,
feeling it.
That's good. I like
Right,
it.
cool. Well, we find ourselves at episode 107, CVII.
Captain.
Yeah. Please.
I've been waiting for you to say that just so I can go, Captain. Aye, Captain.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
You got going, you pirate. So, brought to you by Rey Palpatine, who we're going to be talking about later on
Yeah, okay.
today, so we can all get along. We can all get along for that. Nice.
Maybe.
But first, something that I need to do just before I forget, and this is going to open our show. I need to lead with an apology because it seems that in the last episode I got a fair few things wrong.
What? What?
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? You're wrong. You look like a dork to everyone. If you only check your facts, then you wouldn't look how you look now. Gee, you're such a dork.
So that's what this feeling is.
Yeah.
Normally it's me on that side of the soundtrack.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
superiority.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Clag.
that's
Oh
good.
no. Clag. Our high horse does not need to make an appearance here. So just a quick couple of things, okay? In our last discussion, when it was just the dynamic duo Liam and myself, first of all, I said that Harrison Ford was in his 40s when he when he started.
I didn't bother to check that fact. but
Star
I'm
Wars
glad
in
someone did.
77. I don't know where I heard that. It's 33. He was 33, which is
A little bit different.
younger enough that it's a difference. So I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
cop that.
All right.
And there were a few other things about the first movie he was ever in. I believe I said it was American Graffiti, which I think was the first one George Lucas worked with him on. That's how George Lucas knew him.
Okay.
As it wasn't even like a main role.
Wasn't Harrison Ford a carpenter?
He was, yeah. Yeah, it was. It was.
Alright.
Yeah,
Never mind. Moving on.
hanging a
No
door
relevance.
or something.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're going to begin with our thoughts of the day, and I got an interesting bit of news to throw your way.
Oh, okay.
You would
do
go.
it. Do it.
First of all, how is everyone? We're good?
Yeah. I'm still here. I had last week off due to some illness, and I didn't want to infect you guys
Thank you.
for obvious reasons.
It's very kind.
Yeah, no. But I'm raring to go, and we'll see where this episode takes us.
Great.
With all that's going on.
Liam, what do you have for dinner?
I had. This is a very good question because it completely threw me. I had way too much soup, some chicken, vegetables, and an egg.
Cool.
Okay. Which one did you have first, though? The chicken or the egg?
Ah.
Oh, hey, the egg.
Yeah.
Oh,
The egg.
This is just because I have to bring this up. I made the world's worst pizza for dinner.
Okay.
And it is really not doing me any favors at this
Okay.
current point in time.
Do we need to move further away from you?
Oh,
on
it's
this
not.
desk?
It's not that kind. It's all up in here. Like I can feel a cold sweat going on. Like there's something really not right happening here. So
Okay.
if I drift off mid show, I'm on a wheelchair thing, so you can just roll me out the way and whenever you take over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do that for you.
I can-
This is not a problem.
I'm suspicious now,
Okay,
actually, about why
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, what was put in this pizza?
I don't know. It was nothing special. It was just anyway.
Okay.
Moving on.
Too
Why
much
don't we
gluten in your system.
kill you that stuff? First of all, so Benjamin is not allowed to talk about this because he's been banned, of course.
Oh.
Everything Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga related news because of a big letdown previously. You remember the GameStop
Yeah, I
one?
remember when he was like, "Oh, it's coming out then," and
Yeah, yeah.
no, it's not coming out then.
yeah.
All of your hopes are dashed.
In his defense, he said, "Oh, this is something I saw, a potential leak, blah blah blah," but hopes
Yeah.
were raised. So you know,
yeah, of course. And then
disappointment was high.
very much so.
With that, I saw.
Okay, interesting.
Dangerous water.
Yeah,
I saw.
we've already had Clag out once.
Yeah, all right. So LegoCon is coming up soon. Big convention for
Okay,
Lego. That's
right.
always a good time.
Is there a Lego convention?
Bruh.
This is news to me.
Bruh.
Okay, all right. Don't. That's a bit strong.
Call yourself a Lego
I don't,
aficionado.
in fact, at all.
Okay. There is a potential tease, right? Different from a leak, but I don't know. You know, as Christopher Waltz says, I like rumors in these Inglourious Bastards. I think it's a good movie.
Okay.
Potential leak is that, or tease is that at LegoCon they're going to be potential release date, maybe for Skywalker
Oh,
Saga.
Interesting.
Ah.
Okay.
Which, you know, I would have thought maybe at E3 or something they would have.
Yeah.
Isn't
done.
E3 coming up?
But it's a Lego game, so maybe.
And haven't they had like a bunch of? I think I've seen on YouTube lately. There's been a bunch of game releases and trailers and stuff. Haven't seen anything Lego related, but or Star Wars related for that matter. But yeah, okay, cool. If true, great.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't get my hopes up.
Yeah.
Don't get my hopes up.
No,
Look at
no.
Liam. Look at
No.
him in the eye.
No.
He's upset already.
Yeah. Well, Liam lowers the shades,
Oh, he does too.
so
He does.
hope
Yeah,
as
you're
well,
right.
I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Is this a game you're going to be playing, Liam?
Oh, you best believe it. Those Lego games are so much fun.
They build on your
Yeah.
childhood.
Oh, I see what you did there. I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one of those, I think. Oh.
Nope.
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 There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move this along then. So, Andrew, you had
Yeah.
some opinions on the discussion that Liam and I had on Bad Batch last week. You said that there was an Easter egg or something that we missed, but then you.
Yep, there definitely was. We can talk about that one later in the show.
Okay. Well, all right then.
Suspense is
If
killing
you
me.
want to. If you want to, I mean, we can talk about it now if you want.
Well, I thought that there were other things that you mentioned in our message. thread.
So you guys, you were racking your brains and you couldn't remember the name Aragorn.
Aragorn.
And I was really, and I was so, for those of you that haven't listened to the last episode, go back and listen to it and do what I did and scream down the microphone, headphone things that you might be wearing. It's Aragorn! Anyway, moving on.
Do you know what the block
by
was
that
in my head?
much.
Do you know the book Aragon? Like, about the dragons and whatnot?
Krista Panelloni.
Yeah.
Panellini?
I have no idea. I'm saying yeah, and I heard.
Okay, all right.
That was the mental block in my head. I was going Aragon, but it's not Aragon. It's something else. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was thinking of Aragog or whatever that spider
The
is from Harry
spider.
Potter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's not it.
Well, you're both wrong. But
I
moving
called
on.
him Strider, so that's something.
I mean, that you were good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
No, the other one was you were talking about the Hammerhead dudes with the speaker and you're like, I don't know what they're called. They've got some stupid name. They're called Authorians.
Okay.
And they live on a world seed, which is kind of like a big hive planet. If you've ever played the Halo games,
Yeah.
with the giant kind of space habitats, that's kind of what they live on.
Did you like my impression of their voice that they
It was
do?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Thank you.
It's not bad.
It's the only thing I have is from KOTOR.
Yeah,
to draw
well,
from.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where they kind of became canon.
Okay.
That's all I had
All right then. Cool.
for now.
Well, with that one, how about a sacred text? I know it's early, but
It is early.
I reckon we could jump into a sacred text. Let's do
The
this.
sacred Jedi texts.
My programming forbids me from translating it.
This is our script read portion of the show. where we're going to take a script from wherever Andrew has taken this one from, and he's going to assign some voices to us. Why not?
Certainly am.
we go.
And because I'm the best at voices, I will be doing the narrator. So I need a C3PO.
You did that last week, so I'll do it this week.
Yeah, Liam's got that.
Liam's got the 3PO. You did Obi-Wan last week, did you not?
No, you did Obi-Wan.
I did Old Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
technically.
if you can be Obi-Wan then as well.
Yeah,
Darth.
Look at you contain your excitement.
Yeah,
man.
he's
It's
trying to
okay.
hold it out. Which means that there's only one other voice that I need, which is Padme.
Liam's got this.
All three of us.
So all of them are now Liam. Liam, take it away.
All right.
So Isaac, you are Padme. And then I've got C3PO sitting next to me as well as Obi-Wan. And this is from Revenge of the Sith.
Now, audio listeners, they're going to have a real treat to this. Everyone online, that you're going to see us do the voices. But for those of you who are just listening along, it'll be like it was from the movie, even with Padme. So buckle up. Here we go.
Oh gosh, you have set yourself up for failure.
Oh,
Scene 187.
You
External.
underestimate
I know. External Coruscant. Padme's apartment, veranda, afternoon. The cockpit of the sleek yellow galactic speeder opens and a hooded figure emerges and walks onto the veranda. An alarm goes off deep in the apartment. The figure stops before a security curtain that protects the veranda. C3PO enters the veranda and approaches the figure.
Hello, might I help? Oh, it's you, Master Kenobi. Come in quickly.
The security curtain disappears and the figure lifts its hood. It is Obi-Wan. The alarm stops sounding.
Has Anakin been here? Yes, right after the attack on the Jedi Temple.
Padme comes down the stairs in a robe. 3PO leaves.
Master Kenobi.
She embraces Obi-Wan.
Oh, Obi-Wan, thank goodness. You're alive.
The Republic has fallen, Padme. The Jedi Order is no more.
I know. It's hard to believe everything which has been... what's that word? To which we've dedicated our lives is gone.
I believe we have been part of a plot hundreds of years in the making.
The Senate is still intact. There's some hope.
No, Padme. It's over. The Sith now rule the galaxy as they did before the Republic.
The Sith?
I'm here looking for Anakin. When was the last time you saw him?
Yesterday.
And do you know where he is now?
No.
Padme, I need your help. He's in grave danger.
From the Sith?
From himself. Padme, Anakin has turned to the dark side.
You're wrong. How could you even say that?
I've seen a security hologram of him killing younglings.
Not Anakin. He couldn't.
He was deceived by a lie. We all were. It appears that the Chancellor's behind everything, including the war. Palpatine is the Sith Lord we've been looking for. After the death of Count Dooku, Anakin became his new apprentice.
I don't believe you. I can't.
Padme, I must find him.
You're going to kill him, aren't you?
He has become a very real threat. A very great threat.
As Padme moves to sit down, she reveals her pregnancy. Oh, wow. That was strong.
I can't.
Anakin is the father, isn't he?
Padme looks away.
I'm so sorry.
Obi-Wan turns and leaves as Padme stares, transfixed, not knowing what to do. She is worried and tormented. Obi-Wan takes off in the speeder. She studies the Japor snippet that is hanging around her neck. And see. Well done, gentlemen. Great job.
Thank you.
I was a bit unsure about Padme at the beginning, but I really kind of came to listen to her.
You know, if you'd given me episode 1 Padme, which is Senator Palpatine type voice, you know.
Yeah, this is
Would
true.
have been
The
all over
nasal.
that.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah. Yeah, true. Well done. Good job. Good job.
Yeah,
Like
Liam enjoys an Obi-Wan a
I
little.
do like it.
does
I
too
like
much,
the Obi-Wan
yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Probably because it's the easiest one to replicate out of all of the different
I
ones.
disagree. Watto's really easy.
I find Anakin's, Hayden Christensen's Anakin to be the hardest. Just can't do it. Can't,
Okay.
it's too difficult.
I struggle with Jabba the Hutt.
I don't care. Put the ship down.
Yeah, see, that's just Obi-Wan coming in. All right. So, turnsounds@gmail.com. What do you think and how do you think it? Let us know.
It's a very broad question, actually.
You know,
Really
it
get
doesn't
some
even
good
have to be
emails.
show related. I've gotten some whack emails from people are clearly handing out our emails. We're getting spam bots and so yeah.
I'm okay with that, as long as they're interesting conversations.
Well, I got this one from this person telling me how they escaped prison and how our
Okay.
show helped them get through some tough times and how, you know, for this much money a month, I can broadcast it to the world and get, I'm like, for only that little. Okay, great. So,
Hang on, what? Our show helped them, but we give them money to broadcast the show? Okay.
we helped them escape prison. So,
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember that.
yep. We're not affiliated with any.
No.
Yep.
But if you need a hand, let us know.
All right, moving on from that one, fan service or Easter egg, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah!
Yup.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
It fits.
Yeah.
Goofy laugh.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Cutting the bales of hay,
Oh, gosh. So
wheat and barley.
I still never understood why we decided that was like. Anyway, so I've got our fan service or Easter egg. So last week you guys were talking about some Easter eggs in episode 7 of the Bad Batch.
Yes.
Called Battle Scars, and you missed one, which I thought was a disappointment. To be sure,
Should we just declare that it's Easter egg straight away in that case?
I think so. So I want to determine whether or not it is Easter egg for finality, but mainly because the ongoing me not talking about it is killing Liam, and it's a joy to watch.
Oh.
So
Loose
they
ends make my butt itch.
so they land on a junk planet, a scrap planet called Bracca.
That's
Bracca is also the planet that you start the game Jedi Fallen Order on with Cal Kestis.
Whoa.
So
It's also a great tablet to have if you got any sports injuries and you know you want some quick
okay.
electrolytes. Baraka.
no, that's Baraka.
They don't sponsor us, but they could.
They could, yeah.
Good segue.
Century and
I like
100. So Bracca is the first starting planet, the junk planet where you meet Cal Kestis in the game Jedi and Fallen Order.
Right.
And you're dissecting Venator starships, etc. And that is also the planet that they visit in Bad Batch episode 7.
There you go. It's a lot dustier then. I guess time is... No, that's about right. The time period.
I think so. In terms of Bad Batch episode 7, it's a lot earlier than when Cal would be there, but it's around because when you start the game, he's been there for a number of years.
Okay.
So, but he lands there as part of Order 66 when the cruiser, whatever's. So, yeah, but I thought, that was a fun, and I definitely think that's an Easter egg because you guys didn't pick it up, and only true fans would. Suck it, Jared.
Or...
Lowering the shade.
Or,
Lowering the shade.
or is, calling to a video game that was released quite recently more of a fan service move.
Ooh, that's an interesting. Ooh, discuss.
I'm just being divisive. I think
That's fun.
I think it's Easter egg for sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
But like a true fan, I did pick it up straight away.
Okay. No, that's good.
I have no words,
Yeah.
This
but
is,
I have closure.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I like about having such a varied panel of hosts. Each of us picks up something different, and it's strong team. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Have you played the Jedi Fallen Order game?
Yeah.
Liam? Good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. All right. We're still friends.
Fallen Order, more like
you.
fallen to my death everywhere on Zepho. Am I right?
Oh, man, so many times. What's that? You missed time to jump off an ice slide? Oops. There you go. Yeah.
No regrets.
Yeah.
One really quick off the cuff, off to the side comment I wanted to make.
Tangent.
With
I
Liam
believe.
being our lightsabers guy,
Yeah.
we were talking about Obi-Wan just a second ago. Do you have or have you got it in your sights an Obi-Wan lightsaber? I'm talking episode 3 lightsaber.
I do not. I have considered it, though.
Okay.
What does an episode 3 lightsaber look like?
The episode.
I remember the episode 1 one.
It's pretty much the same version as episode 4, just with a different sort of control switch. There's like very slight differences.
That tells me almost nothing at all.
Think about Obi-Wan's lightsaber in episode 4.
No.
No, it's very similar to Luke's.
Okay.
Luke Skywalker's.
So similar to the Graflax then.
No, as in the one that Luke builds. Luke builds a
Oh,
lightsaber,
right. Okay.
Yeah.
replicating
Okay.
Obi-Wan's.
So his episode 6 lightsaber is kind of like.
I
the
would
episode-
Yeah.
say the skinny bit, and then the emitter comes all the way out. Fans out.
all right.
Yeah.
Thin neck.
Yeah, I'm more of a visual guy with lightsabers. Clearly, I need a picture. We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, why
We
not?
shall.
Why not? All right, well, we're going to jump into something a little bit different now. Something we haven't done in a little while called a glass of blue milk half full.
I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But I accept it.
So this is our part of the show where we take a concept, a character, movement, a plot theme, whatever it may be from Star Wars that maybe didn't gloss over so well, and we try and say, well, what were the creative minds behind it thinking when they did this? Like, we try and put ourselves in their shoes. We don't bash it. We're not even really offering an alternative for it. That's a bit of a fun add-on we do at the end. But really, yeah, what was the core focus of this, Someone was in that board meeting and said, this is a good idea because of that. We hope.
Hopefully.
So, today we are looking at Rey Palpatine.
Oh, interesting.
The decision to make Rey a Palpatine, the granddaughter of Palpatine. So to set the scene for you, and I think this is something that Ben kind of had a gripe with, was so from Last Jedi, it was said that she's a nobody. You come from nothing, you're no one. You're not important at all. And that really kind of set an interesting precedent because before you were either like a Skywalker, there was rumors of her being like Obi-Wan's offspring somehow, but then there's only ever like the Palpatines, right? I suppose. Like there's only like...
I mean, but even Palpatines is misleading because there's only ever one.
Right.
There's only one Sheev Palpy.
His clones would disagree with you.
True, but that's also Legends.
Oh.
Oh.
So, first of all, let me put it around the table. Liam, you first. Does the decision irk you in any way, or how do you? Yeah.
Not at all. And I think mostly because I was furious with The Last Jedi's "You are nothing."
Yeah.
Like, well,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I didn't like that at all. I'm not a fan of that. Like this whole build up with Episode 7 saying, "Who are my parents?" Like, cool, we're gonna get some closure there. And there's lol jokes, nobody. And in the last one, it's no lol jokes again. Actually, you're the granddaughter of good old Sheev Palpatine.
Right.
So I was happy. There was a bit of closure there. I'm like, okay, I've got the answer I wanted. And you sort of see a little bit of the...
Stay within your mic there, buddy.
Yeah, I know. It's all over the place. Focus is...
You're doing an Andrew. You're doing an Andrew.
I will get it together. All right. I really noticed... I didn't notice it. Someone else noticed it. I'm just going to take the credit for it.
That's all right.
So when she is fighting with the lightsaber in Episode 7, she does like the whole stabby thing.
She does, yeah.
Yeah, and someone's like, that's Palpatine right there.
Oh, I remember that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it fit for me. I'm like, okay, yep, I accept this.
Okay. Yourself, Andy?
So I was angry at Last Jedi, but not for nothing. So I actually would have preferred to her to stay a nobody. I see the Palpatine concept as just a way to generate interest, to kind of tie things together. I don't think, for me, I didn't need that to be tied away. I was quite happy for her to remain separate to the saga, separate. She can call herself Rey Skywalker, but she's still nobody. And in fact, if she was nobody, that would make more sense in my mind.
Elaborate.
So because she's nobody in essence, if they chose to say, well, she's not a Palpatine, she's not a Skywalker, but then she chooses that for herself, like she did at the end of Rise of Skywalker, that's I see that as far better choice than her being somebody else. And even though I can kind of understand her rejecting, that side of her her existence, she's still been someone else. Whereas if she chooses her own destiny, despite her coming from effectively nothing, I feel that was more of a powerful thing. There was an interesting article that came out, and I haven't read it, and so I'm only going off kind of taglines and referred kind of comments. But there is a commentary from J.J. Abrams saying that Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, would have been better with more of a plan.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys read any of that.
That stung, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't bother to read any of it because I didn't have time and I don't have enough energy to put towards that. Yeah, but yeah, I was like, well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If you put a plan in place, then that would work. So, I'm quite happy with her being nobody. I don't necessarily need her to be Palpatine, but I do understand that they kind of want to do full circle and kind of tie it back into something. So I can understand why they took that direction, even though I don't agree with it.
Okay.
What about you? What do you think?
So I wasn't a whole fan of the "you're nobody" decision in Last Jedi either.
Right.
It just felt like it was like leading you somewhere, and then all of a sudden, we weren't expecting that, were you? Which that was just my experience with the film in total, really. Just he thought this, well, it's going this way.
Yeah.
But so Star Wars for me has this theme running throughout of destiny. Like each character has their quote unquote destiny, like with Luke, with Vader, and we get introduced to Rey as this force sensitive character who clearly has some destiny off in the future. We're not sure if that's with the Resistance or off on her own, or as it turns out, Palpatine reckons her destiny is to fill in his old man's slippers.
Don't like the analogy, but okay.
Well, is what it is. So, he's got this idea in his head that, you're going to strike me down, become every Sith that ever was or something. And that's your destiny. That's what you're destined to become. And I think by giving her the lineage of Palpatine, I reckon the writers were trying to perhaps give her some kind of like, these are the steps because of your lineage that are going to lead you toward this dark path. Like kind of like it's the final word has already been said for you, but just because you're a Palpatine means you're going to turn evil, That was kind of the threat for me. I felt watching the movie. I was like, oh, she's a Palpatine. That means, hang on. And then through some of her scenes, you start to hear some of the Palpatine theme played with like a little harp or something. Just in her some of her scenes when she right after she thinks she's killed Chewbacca, and she's talking about like, I'm gonna get Kylo, we're gonna kill him and all of that, and Finn's like, dude,
Right,
chill.
right. Is that just after she's zappoed the thing?
That's it.
Yeah.
So me rambling, but all of this is to say that I think by giving her the name Palpatine, it makes the possibility of her turning evil almost seem like an inevitable thing. Like that's part of her journey. And so for her to reject that is kind of the thing that Palpatine, like Sheev Palpatine, never did. So it's kind of like...
I mean, I can understand that. I still think the whole you're nobody, your parents were just junk traders was just a diversionary tactic by Kylo in, a bit of a, hey, that's not what's important thing. I'm trying to just get a rise out of you and a reaction rather than actual truth. I still view it as that, but I'm on board with, I suppose, your reasoning. Yeah.
Because what if as well, like years down the track from Order 66, so like all the Force users, well, pretty much all the Force users have been killed away. There's a very, very finite amount of Force users who are out, and honing their skills, who even know what the Force is. And so to have Rey be part of the Palpatine lineage kind of also makes sense as far as like the last threads of Force sensitive families are concerned, If all the other ones got killed out and, the Skywalkers are all but finished as well. And so barring the Broom Boys of the world, like there's...
Yeah, okay. And so maybe by her being Palpatine, all the Skywalkers are... Because all the Skywalkers are dead now, aren't they?
Except, well, at that point, except for Luke. Well,
No.
by the time we found out, yeah, okay.
So Luke's gone, Kylo's or Ben Solo's gone, Leia's gone.
Well, okay, so Ben Solo is still kind of a Skywalker, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got the Skywalker blood.
he's part of the lineage.
Mm-hmm.
So the Skywalker line is gone. So I suppose by her choosing to be a Skywalker, she's still extending the Skywalker lineage, but she's melding it with the Palpatine heritage, perhaps. And so it's an amalgamation of that, but with a rejection of, the dark side rather, and a preference towards the light, which still creates an imbalance in the Force and is...
I disagree.
Okay.
We've talked about that as well, but...
Okay.
Yeah, so, overall, I think I didn't mind the change. I thought it was like a quirky little thing. It does open up other doors as far as like, okay, so Palpatine had a son all of this time and then killed him with
Wasn't
zero
it a
regard.
clone?
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was a clone.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a failed clone that wasn't Force sensitive or something?
You may have brought this up before, and I think I reacted the same way. When is
Probably.
this said in the film?
It probably isn't. It's probably part of the
I'm sure it
novelization.
Well, I've not read the novel, and I'm sure I remember, I've heard that it was a clone. So unless I watched a review or something where they said it was a clone, I'm sure it was in the movie.
Our listeners will tell us.
A clone
because
of
they're
who?
very-
Of himself?
Of Palpatine, yeah.
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 Palpatine clones himself.
As a much younger man, he's...
I assume. Look, we're clearly gonna have to watch Rise of Skywalker again.
Mm-hmm.
We're clearly gonna need some help from the community to kind of tell us stuff. Get out the horse, everybody. High Horse is coming. Get the You're Wrong song going. And close the
Settle
door.
down.
But yeah, maybe someone can tell us where we've gone wrong within the
it's-
context of this conversation, not just
Right,
in general.
right.
Like, calm down, everybody.
Right.
Stop the hate mail.
Yeah, it's a little flaky, the whole Palpatine clone thing for me. Like, we'll get into that maybe conversation for another time.
Yeah.
We're going to be without Ben for quite a while, it seems. So this is going to be the team, I think, for a little while. Until Andrew goes away, actually on holiday as well.
Yeah, into the dark north of Western Australia.
All right, yeah, more on that later.
Okay.
All right.
I'll set out my itinerary very shortly.
Well, I guess that's a great opportunity for people to plug in for one at turnsounds.com and let us know, the whole Rey Palpatine thing. What do you reckon was the idea behind that? Or even just take a little, as Ben would say, 5 minutes of your time, little email, and send us a little thing, turnsounds@gmail.com.
We so love talking to R4D5.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Who woke you up? Go to
Cold
bed.
as ice.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we got another game to play before we start to wrap things up. Yeah, I reckon. This never ever goes well, so
This
I don't
is
know.
going to be fine.
I don't know
There's
why
no
we do
problems.
this. Let's do Battle of the Heroes. Starting with
Ladies and gentlemen, coming in, rolling in on the right corner, weighing in at a substantial weight, BB-8.
Ooh.
And in the left corner, is he in the, oh, there he is, it's Babu Frikk.
Oh, really?
Love it.
Oh, Babu versus BB-8. That'd be a battle. So I imagine BB-8 is just gonna go straight for the rollover.
Yep.
He's gonna get that selenium.
He's gonna squash him.
He's gonna go nuts on him, and just kind of try and go straight over the top. Maybe give him a bit of the finger with the lighter as he goes past. Maybe see if he can get some, third-degree burns going on.
Liam, how does Babu Frikk return fire?
We never see him nimble, so I'm interested. But he's going to do a front flip now. He's going to try and
He's gonna
front
do
flip
a
out of the way.
front flip.
Is he going to just like run on the spot on the top of BB-8 like on a spinning ball?
I imagine there's only one opportunity for that to happen, and that has to happen. So he'd be running on the spot and probably trying to grab the dome, like the head dome, and trying to detach it.
Oh, he's got his welding tools out, and
Yeah.
he's like, Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
Hey.
But then I imagine that BB-8's got some kind of Zappo sort of thing going on and trying to kind of zap him. But if he is nimble, like Liam suggests, he's probably going to start zapping himself. That's to some degree.
Well, I think he's going to change it up though. I think BB-8's going to headbutt him with his dome.
Ooh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, take
Knock
him straight
down.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Babu Frikk then holds on to his antenna and bends BB-8's antenna again.
Ooh.
BB-8 loses the plot now.
Yeah.
It just goes wild. That's the second antenna.
Actually, because BB-8's got this move in Battlefront 2 where he like puts out all of his cables and like spins around and whips and stuff.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I reckon that's what he cuts up. Poor
He
Babu
just
Frikk.
starts doing. He tries spinning. That's a neat trick.
Oh, that's a good trick.
It's a good trick. But yeah, I imagine it's kind of like Tom and Jerry,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
BB-8 is Tom and Babu is Jerry, and I feel very clearly, as much as we all love BB-8, Babu is going to come out on top. Like there's no other way around it.
I disagree.
Okay.
Purely
alright.
because he just doesn't come across as very nimble. He's
Okay.
very slow moving in the movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Good
BB-8's got the speed advantage.
Well, taking the Tom and Jerry thing, it's kind of like, Babu Frikk holds out a wooden bat he holds out a tree stump while BB-8's doing his spinny thing. And he holds this tree stump out, and as it's getting nicked, it turns into a baseball bat. You guys see the thing, and then he just clocks him on
that. Yeah, that's a good point. Knocks that top dome for 6. Yeah, but I imagine even though he is slow and potentially he's going to get inside the innards of BB-8.
That's right.
He's going to climb inside like a little pocket demon and just tear him from the inside out. I imagine that's how that's going to work. So, yeah, like a tick.
Still don't see it.
Okay, well, in support of BB-8, I want to say as well, one of his utility compartments, it's just got pocket sand in there, and he just sprays out pocket sand at.
Yeah. He does have those coins. You're right. He's got those coins from Canto Bight. So maybe he just machine guns them straight across the arena into Babu Frikk.
I reckon BB-8's our winner.
You reckon?
I think so.
All right.
I'm going to be honest. I reckon it's a landslide right from the get-go. I think Babu's going to be standing there with some tools ready to go, and BB-8's just going to roll straight over.
All right. Fair enough. I concede to the majority.
All right. There you go. Yeah, in the first, ding fight, he's already rolled over him.
Yeah.
Like,
I still reckon Babu's going to do some damage, though. He's
Look,
going to get in there.
he's the underdog that, you assume is going to be out for the count, but then, he goes for 2, 3, 4 rounds. Just every single time just pops back up. Hey! And then gets squashed again. So he doesn't...
Kind of like Homer Simpson versus Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Well, I don't know why we keep doing that. It seems to be fun, so that's what we're doing.
We enjoy it.
All right, let's play another game. It's called Character Reference.
Wouldn't be nice to you. Doesn't pay much. We have a job to do. I don't care.
So, it seems that Liam is going to be giving Andy a call. Bring.
Yes.
Bring.
Hello?
Hi, is this Andy?
It's Andrew. Yep.
Yeah, look, I'm very sorry. I've just reading up on a resume. I've got a reference here.
Oh, okay.
Andy was what I was given.
Who's calling me Andy?
Look, you've been listed as a reference for obviously a colleague of yours, Jar Jar Binks.
I mean, he's a life form, yep, that I know.
Can you elaborate on that?
He lives. And I've interacted with him in the past. Yeah, okay. And you said a job application?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
Scuba dive training.
He's
He's actually listed you as both professional and personal. And during the interview, he actually said you guys are quite close.
Did he?
He did, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. I mean, sure. I can tell you. What else? What do you want? I'm a bit lost. I mean, I haven't heard from Jar Jar in quite some time.
Okay, well, he
Yeah.
was saying something around like Misa having dinner with your mother in a week. Like,
Okay.
so is this a lie or?
I certainly hope so. So which company is he applied for?
Look, it's an up and coming company. We're not
Oh, right.
super big yet, but
Okay, all
Scuba
right.
Diving Naboo.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we like to specialize in traveling to different planets, scuba diving there.
Right, okay, yeah.
Naboo, obviously, we wanted to get that started up there, and
Sure.
preferably with a Gungan who knows the waters. And
Yeah. What's your liability insurance like?
look, we don't have any yet.
Oh, right, okay. Well, look, as someone who's done some business with Jar Jar, can I suggest that you look into that very quickly?
Yeah.
Just, it's a good idea. He can be enthusiastic.
Okay. Yeah, I got that vibe in the interview.
Yeah, just really kind of inquisitive is a good word for him.
Mm-hmm.
Clumsy was one that was
okay.
thrown around. He wasn't. Yep, he's a life form. Mhm.
Okay, so I will finish. I won't take much more of your time then. but
No,
if I
appreciate
could
that.
ask you right now, do you think he is suitable as a scuba diver instructor?
Well,
What
I'm
would
not,
you say?
I'm not currently on Naboo, and as long as he stays on Naboo, then I'm okay with whatever he does.
Okay, that doesn't sound enticing, so I don't think we're going to go with him as a candidate. But thank you for your.
Look, no problem. Did he leave any kind of details, forwarding address, contact number, or anything like that? Could I maybe get that from you?
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
I'm really kind of
Absolutely.
concerned about that whole mother comment. My mother's dead, and that's kind of weird. It seems like a veiled threat.
All right. Yeah, I was not aware about his character. in that
Yeah, no,
context.
he's a
Let
very
me pass
he's
that
a
on.
very passive aggressive sort of individual. Me see you sir. Oh, it's just
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely not going to go with him, but I will pass on these details.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Thanks very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much for leading that on while I'm trying to find a document here. But well done. I think,
Thanks.
I
We did
don't
something.
think Jar Jar's getting the job there.
No,
Nah.
I wouldn't recommend Jar Jar for anything.
I don't think so.
No.
Scuba training, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. I mean, he'd probably be suited to it. I wouldn't trust him.
Many deaths, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you want like a accidental death ratio or whatever, if you don't like the customers that you currently have,
Yeah, it's one way to get the job done, I
yeah,
guess.
I agree.
Alrighty. Well, we're moving into some final parts of our show before we join those who are plugged in at turnsounds.com. And for our audio listeners, this is me rubbing my hands together because there is some content to be had, let me tell you.
Oh, here we go.
Let me tell ya.
Here we go.
All right, well, after that, I think we are just about due for no disintegrations.
No disintegration.
The part of the show, of course, where we bring something that we like about Star Wars and we are, to get us in the mood, sung by somebody who was there in the Star Wars universe and they have something to sing about. Who is it going to be? We haven't heard from the B-52s in a while.
That seems to be the one that you want to... Let's go with the B-52s.
Look, it'll be the B-52s.
We were on the beach. Everybody was dying fast. One rebel fell down on the ground, and they saw death. It wasn't death. It was a death trooper. Death trooper. Death trooper.
All right, so with all of that, Liam, why don't you tell us, what's your no disintegration for today?
I like it. My no disintegration for the day is the Jedi and Sith robe. Not the get-up, like the actual cloak robe.
The one that dropped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just cool.
How many of them do you think they have? Like, do they have like a rotating?
Yeah, they
They
seem
seem to-
disposable, don't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of them
Yeah.
going around.
Well, they don't take care of them. Like when they're ready to fight, they just drop it on the floor.
Yeah, they set fire to them.
Yeah.
But
But
I
let's have
didn't-
some backup.
It seems counterintuitive as well because they're like you'd say, okay, I'm taking this off to preserve it so it doesn't get damaged in the fight. You know, the tail end of it doesn't get nicked or whatever. But then they just leave it
Yeah.
everywhere they go. It's like a calling card, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
If returned, please deliver.
Yeah. Yeah. If found empty, it's probably because I'm one with the Force.
If not, deliver to A Skywalker, 1 Jedi Academy Road, Coruscant. I don't know. Do they have addresses in Star Wars?
You have to assume that they do.
Yeah. If you've got a place of residence, then yeah.
You would. I don't know how that. I can't even imagine the postal system.
Do you know what? That's going to be a job in Star
I
Wars
like
for
it.
next week, I
I like
reckon.
it.
I got
Yeah,
an idea.
Okay. All right. I like it.
I got an idea.
Okay. What
What
do you like about Star Wars?
I like that in a work meeting, Vader decided to randomly choke a work colleague as a power move.
I mean, who doesn't want to? I mean, really?
Like,
Who? And to be fair, normally I'm that colleague that people
what?
want to choke in the work meeting. Shout out to all the people I work with. Love you guys. But yeah, no, 100%. That's a power move. That's great.
especially like, because the guy is all, don't try to frighten us with, he's dissing Vader in front of everyone. So rather than like a casual clapback, he just kind of just, all right, let's just.
I will strangle you across the room.
I
Yeah.
find your lack of faith disturbing.
And if Tarkin hadn't said release him, would he have just killed him in
Yeah.
front of everybody?
I imagine that he
100%,
would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Gosh,
that's
Vader.
That's the only way to keep them in line. Fear will keep them in line.
Yeah.
Fear of this station.
Fear of Vader's.
Clenched
Sorcerous
fist.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually quite funny. After him saying, "Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways," he frightens everybody with his sorcerer's ways.
No, case in point, actually, here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And I think that would be, other than maybe Force Lightning or Jedi Mind Trick, would be the one skill that people would want for a workplace.
And funny enough, you actually see that replicated with the old Vader wannabe himself, Kylo Ren. What does he do in Rise of Skywalker?
Whoop.
Exact same thing. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, because he has to be a bit extra, doesn't he? So,
Compensating for something.
yeah. Exact same
Yeah.
thing. This guy's asking a question. He's like, well, off you go.
And let me just, deal with it.
And Daru.
Have I told you about lightsabers? It's not what I'm...
You don't get to talk about lightsabers.
Okay, fair enough. Jetpack.
Aw, I like lightsabers.
No, so I like the scene from Rogue One in Saw Gerrera's hideout on Jakku, like where they're kind of locked away.
Pardon me?
Did I say Jakku?
You did.
I did say Jakku.
Why does everyone want to go back to Jakku?
I don't know. I meant Jeddah.
Ah.
I apologize. Don't get the high horse out. So on Jeddah, my apologies. Rogue One, the place with the ball gullet.
Love that so much.
You know what? And you know what? I'm gonna change. I love the way Saw Gerrera. I love that line. Just for that line, that's my no disintegration this week.
Could you even extend that to like just Bor Gullet as a truth-seeking creature?
Like that's a weird creature though.
I
Like
like
that's,
it. I like it.
yeah. I mean, can you imagine trying to interrogate somebody? Like you wouldn't have to do much. You just kind of go, "Do you want to meet this guy?" And there's no. And, Paul Gullet. I mean, just the name is weird, isn't it?
Bor Gullet.
Paul Gullet. Where did that name come from? I'd be interested
Star
to
Wa-
know.
yeah.
I mean, it's Star Wars, but who conceptualized the name Paul Gullet for the movie?
I do like, because being the, unofficial tradition of Star Wars to have just one scene with a weird
Creature.
monster,
Yeah. If it's not a Rathtar, it's a Paul Gullet.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You have
So-
to have it.
I think episode 3 is maybe the only exception, but then there's that funny thing that Obi-Wan rides.
I know what that's called.
That's surprisingly close. I surprised
That's
myself.
that was really close.
Yeah, it was very good.
I know what that's called, and I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Anyway.
so do I, because I read somewhere
Parrot
about
beak.
it being shot down by Cody.
Yeah. It's a lizard.
It's like a 4-letter word, too.
There you go.
Anyway,
Right.
we'll work on this later.
Borgullet, yeah.
Yeah, Bob
Knows
Gullet
the truth.
knows the truth.
Knows that you want to plug in at turnsounds.com and support what we do.
Or we'll force choke you across the room.
Help us out.
Yeah.
Dear me. All right. Final part of the show, we're going to have our dialect of the day.
You can understand that thing?
Indeed, we can, because we got the little bilingual chip thing. Warning, if you're a little squeamish, audio only of this, some of them sound weird when you separate the video from the audio. And we're looking at the almighty Sarlacc.
Oh, I like it. I
Here we
love
go.
it.
Just sounds so like...
It sounds like a pig being strangled. With like,
But
While
sounds like-
also eating something at the same time.
yeah, but
dripping
being
in
really
saliva
angry about
and-
it. Yeah. Like snorting and being angry about being strangled and just generally upset.
I need to check and see if the original had that, you know.
The scream.
Yeah.
I don't think it did, to be perfectly honest. I think that's
No?
part of the special edition when they added the beak.
There you go.
I think. Don't quote me on that. Feel free to correct me if you have watched the originals.
Yeah.
That was in there.
Well, look, I got to say, the beak, not so much, but I think I really appreciate the addition of that sound effect there. I think it just makes it seem so much more gross and like just
Yeah.
get away from that.
Yeah.
And for all I know, it's saying, look, I'm gluten intolerant. Don't.
I'm Boba Fett intolerant. I'll possibly die from
or spit him back
swallowed.
out. Regurgitate him.
Maybe.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't it get eaten by the crate dragon? Isn't that how it
Yeah,
happened?
true, maybe.
I don't know. Did we ever get an answer to that? I don't know. We'll have to watch Mandalorian again.
Great dragon ate the thing that spat my... Called Vanth.
Air conditioning.
Vanth refrigeration. Okay. All right.
That's great.
All right. We're going to now leave you and continue with those who are plugged in at turnsounds.com. Here's a quick jab from the Truth Serum droid. Not for you guys, don't worry. This is for the listeners.
No, okay.
So you can search deep within your hearts and say, well, what do I really want here? You know, if you've been listening to us for a while and you like what we do and you'd like us to see us continue, because I got to say the weight of financial costs running this show and the emotional drain, it's it'd feel better, some of the warmth that money can provide. as
We're
they
running
say.
out of kidneys.
Mm.
There's only so many kidneys that you can sell. Or
True.
children.
They're very valuable, you know.
They are.
Yeah.
There's a real market for them at the moment.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
With that,
that's taken a turn.
I've
I
been
was
your host,
expecting more from
Isaac
that.
Mark Anthony. If you've got organ black market stuff,
Not encouraging that.
my number's not hard to find. Yeah. Admiral Isaac Bar, thanks for sticking around.
Andrew D2, thank you for our ramblings, listening to them.
Darth Liam. What they said.
The organ thing, you as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of the organs.
All too easy.